I have like so much I want to say. I don't even know where to start. I should have written out like my talking points, because I like to think that if I had written out my talking points, I'd be like more coherent in this. But I'm just gonna cut to what I know is the most important thing, and that is Dress to Kill today. I might even have it uploaded this on YouTube before leaving for Dress to Kill, since all that really is just waiting and waiting and waiting. I'm not fully dressed, clearly, so outfit of the day is pajamas, because my actual Dress to Kill like dress is it's floofy. It's like a whole wedding thing. I will do like a video later and definitely show it, because this is probably the prettiest thing I have ever worn. If this is your first time, like, I'm just gonna act like it's a lot of this is for me. I also have a whole thing on that. But it's I don't want to like tear off anything or hurt it. I think it's pretty well made. I don't think that'll happen. I've socked it in case it gets cold, but I feel really lucky. Like it's like a very beautiful day, as Dress to Kills typically are. I've got some cute jewelries and stuff for Nyan Cat. These ears are sick. They light up, but they have like jewels on them. I didn't want to accidentally waste the light playing with them too much. So but they are going to light up. So that's sick. Oh my gosh. If I do ever like if I ever get married, I'm just going to make it a rave. Hell yeah. And then I can wear the dress again. Because I fucking love that dress. Or that skirt. This is my top, which I really just got a shirt from Target. It made like Pop-Tart on it. Get a little closer. I'm gonna wear rainbow, my rainbow glasses too. It's all rainbowy in my room. I think my mom and dad were out doing fundraiser thing with some friends. They may be back in. My dog is on the bed. She is concerned. She's wondering if they are back. She's hoping they are back. Although bitch time's been fun. Okay. It's been fun. We listen to Fitty Wap. She's a happy dog. Maybe she's pissed that I'm being a cat. She likes cats though. It does sound like they are home, so I'm gonna let her down because she will want to go say her highs. Say hi to the people. Hi people, this is Gracie. She's so cute. Alright, Gracie. There you go, baby. And go out and see if there's a mama dad. Alright. That is it. So I'm doing their verbal autobiography, and then I will rewatch it, and I don't think that that's wholly unhelpful for me. However, I have that like I have like an editing thing, so I can just stick my video into it and they'll cut off basically all the soundless parts, or and I narrow it down like that. If people are actually listening to this later, like now, well, obviously not now, you're gonna have the whole fucking real thing now, but listening to it later on YouTube, I've been wondering if maybe I should cut it down because of the amount of quiet things. It's hard to do a stream of conscience. Like, continually fill the silence. But I also like just like, having the full ass real thing, because we about to get even more real on this verbal autobiography today, on the day of Dress to Kill, or I'm dressed as Nyan Cat, or I will be. It's a helpful thing. It's been helpful to do, and I am listening back to them. I think I've listened to every verbal autobiography I have filmed at least once, a few of them twice. And it helps, I am definitely harder on myself than I probably, have to be. Oh, they're happy to see that dog, too. I can hear my parents. They're doing their greets. But it also kind of helps me to see maybe where I might need to, I don't know, like just maybe not even, yeah, see, beaming myself up. Like there's always got to be something to work on. So I've seen, now that I have like 50 something verbal autobiographies, a variety of like levels of mood. Man, I just smoked weed for the first time today. That sucks because like I kind of sucks because I really had, I swear, this better planned out for what I'm trying to say. Like I'm too easily thwarted. I get like, I think I need to be, well, I want to work on, I guess, I don't know, I want to say I want to work on not using such negative language, but at the same time, I want to be honest. So I guess I'm just going to have to keep doing my best. Yeah, I smoked weed and now I forgot where I was going. So, because I got high. I probably won't edit down verbal autobiography. So I'm super sorry if you listen on YouTube for the long amounts of silence. Steady streams of conscious, like, talking are really hard to do without saying, like, stupid shit or stuff you, like, I don't know, dramatic opinions I don't really mean that to be that dramatic about. But yes. So other things though. Another lip thing in. It's sick. Actually, I highly recommend this place. New piercing place in Sacramento. Incredible prices. They are also fans of comedy. One of the piercers had been to Comedy Spot and recognized me. So like big time win. If I'm going to get pierced by someone, it's someone with a sense of humor. But it's called Pierced Hearts. It's right next to the strapping store. They, I think, opened up just August of this year. Excellent prices. They do all the, every kind of piercing thing. But if you are considering getting a piercing, I highly recommend checking out Pierced Hearts. Again, they have a good sense of humor. They came from the Bay Area to Sacramento, so totally yay area, which is, the place to be. I love this West Coast. It's so full of good weed. I got, actually, so they were so much cheaper than I expected them to be. I got this one and then I got another one, but I don't have the tools to put them in myself. What else? Oh yeah, I found out. Went to tea yesterday. High tea is sick. Okay, that is the littest shit. Very much up my alley. So it's much more common in Europe. Like definitely, like I wouldn't even know what to compare it to here. It's very Alice in Wonderland, which I love that vibe. It is very, I guess, girly in the way you would think, like I do believe that there is a very, that we all have like a masculine and like masculine, feminine energies and things like that. But it was, I don't know. It's like, I want to do it again. I want to do it again so bad. I guess Smix does one too. So they're called high tea, and it's like, basically, yeah, you drink tea, you dress up, you can wear a hat, like and they give you like it's like super Downton Abbey, or they have the like the tower thing, and you have treats like little sandwiches and like little desserts. It is, like I said, it's lit. Like, highly recommend high tea, and you could even do high tea high, cause this Cali weed good. Although you probably should smoke in the parking lot and not in the building. Although if I ever throw a high tea here, it's funny, I forgot about this, because I was dieting. So I think I was nervous about the food. My brother and sister-in-law threw a high tea for my mom's birthday. Like I don't know, it was the first year, right? It was the February before they got, that would have been the February before they got married. Yeah, it's almost like a year before they got married. Or maybe I'm off, I'm not sure. But a few years ago, and they had like the Tower of Treats, so we definitely smoked. And I kept saying, I do remember getting really high on just like weed and being like, high tea, high tea, high tea. It was before I did comedy. Although I was still funny. Okay. It might have been like actually 4 years. Yeah, because my brother and sister-in-law have been married for a while. It might have been like 4 or 5 years ago. Probably 4 years ago. 4 is a weird number. All right. I am going to do verbal autobiography. I wanted to go over all that stuff. Then again, Dress to Kill. It's basically a holiday. It's one of the best days. I am so thankful I get to do this. Dress to Kill is my baby. All right. So, I apologize for being negative, although I also don't because I don't want to be a liar. I mean, like for the past episodes. Hey, if you didn't watch them and you don't like negativity, stay away from a couple of the verbal autobiographies. Oh, I forgot what I had to share. Man, Kelly Wheat's so good. I was going to remember all my problems, and then I got high. It is verbal autobiography. I don't know if I want to share this. It's like one of my, like, though it's like very relevant to right now, and hopefully maybe never in the future. So I have a medical thing that isn't mental, but is kind of, I think, like caused by behaviors. I did like, you know, like, so I've had my eating disorder for like I engaging in, you could say like I thought I was fat for probably like 10 or 11, but like engaging in eating disorder actual like habits over half my life, so honestly like most of my life, so it wasn't that long after I just like started to do something about it, like, or what I thought was, and it has impacted my health, and if you know, and I feel very blessed too. I think it could have been a lot worse. I know it's been a lot worse for people. The like health effects that have come from like a lot of years of just sort of living, like, I mean, like living where totally abusing my body. Because again, like I thought I mean, the plan was really to die until not that long ago. So like oh man, I remember something else. Real quick, because I was saying about like I am so lucky to have the people in my life, because I have people in my life that are not related to me, and we're not in any sort of romantic relationship. And if I needed help, I could still ask them, and they would make my problems their problems. And I really appreciate those people. I need to get better about not forgetting that. Okay, back on the thing. When I was 17, I had already been doing like the eating disorder stuff for a few years. So, and I also had been using drugs for less amount of time, but like, you know, it was a wild smat of high school years. I didn't start wild, but like it definitely got there. So, like, obviously dehydration and like not a lot of eating and things. I ended up getting a really bad UTI, but because I was like like a tough little bitch, I wanted to party, I just ignored it. I remember feeling something that hurt and just literally being like, nah, like not gonna fuck me up. Like I got pills to take, like I got places to be at, like so I ignored it, and like, I mean, for I don't even know how long, probably not that long, because it maybe like a couple weeks or something. Well, then one night I was like on the toilet, I just like felt this like trying to, like I was gonna pee, like this like ripping pain in me, and oh my god, it was so bad. I like fell off. I don't even remember how bad it was, other than like I don't think I've experienced anything quite that bad since 17. But what it was that my UTI, the urinary tract infection, had gone into my kidneys and became a kidney infection. And so I had to go to the hospital, and they totally got it taken care of. But they do, and I always like, well, even I'm saying this beginning part because they told me there that because this had happened, I kind of was almost more susceptible to getting UTIs from there on out, was like the kind of the thing. And oh boy, were they not wrong. Because that's true. Like I would like, not super bad, but like getting like one once a year was not unusual. Like at least one once a year. I like, it is something where once I started caring about like living more, thinking like, okay, I want to drink more water because that's like good for it. Which is like recently though, so I'm really catching up. But okay. So I had that, and then after that, I was always a little more susceptible to UTIs, but again, not to where I'm about to go now. Okay. What I thought was going to be the year that I was going to die, I ended up, when I felt like I had missed my, like, while waiting for another good window of opportunity, like another good way to kill myself and have it be like the right people finding me, and like in like, you know, in like a way that, you know, would work. In the meantime of waiting for that window of opportunity, I was like, okay, I will just do whatever the fuck I want. And what I wanted to do was like drugs. But I wasn't a bad person. That was like another thing I do want to say. I believed in God through all of this. Like it, and I know for sure God didn't hate me. Like God loved me through all of this too. So, it wasn't like a drug addiction kind of thing. I was like, I was trying to kill myself. Like, or at least it took until like almost someone trying to kill me to me being like, oh, fuck that. Like, this is my shit. You don't get to take that from me. So during that time, again, engaging in really bad behaviors, I actually weighed like less than I do now, but I have not been weighing myself, so I'm not sure how much I weigh. I don't even want to think about the number, but I can say at this time I had dropped to it was like 80, like 79, 80. I have pictures I will never show people. And so I was also using a lot of drugs. This is like the first time going through a phase like this. I was like 17, where I got the UTI. This is now like me at 30, doing this. So this is now me at 30. And I wasn't like, there were a lot of healthier periods in between, or, maybe I was really trying, all right? I was really actually trying to be hard on myself. Like I was really trying to wear it out, stop my heart or something, you know? And during this time, instead of like dying, I just got the worst fucking UTI. But I didn't let it go to my kidneys because I was like, all right, first of all, this shit, I'm an adult now. Like I'm not gonna, there was nothing worse than. All right, it's like somebody doesn't want me to tell this story. I'm not worried. I am going to finish it. All right, so I got a really bad UTI, and I went to Kaiser to get it like taken care of, and I don't have Kaiser anymore now, and this is partially why. Although I will say me and Kaiser had a really like similar vibe, because like I do not really want to deal with this UTI or any of this stuff. And so it's almost like I wanted to be in denial of it, but like the actual pain, like I can't be in denial of it. So but Kaiser also wanted to be in denial of it too. They were like, so they during this really bad UTI, and like, I mean, it was the worst UTI I had ever had. other than I guess the one where I let it go to my kidneys, but clearly that one, when it was just in the UTI, wasn't that bad. It was when it went to the kidneys that it got bad. But this one, which just is the UTI, went at 30, and I went to Kaiser. So they gave me a round of antibiotics. Well, after the round of antibiotics, I still was like having UTI pain. So I went back to Kaiser and just like, let them know I'm still having UTI pain. And it's like impacting, like that like 30s was like around the last time I was trying like situationships, but that also was not a smart move for the mental state I was in then. But UTIs fucking suck. They really impact your life. They really, really impact some aspects of life. They basically had me do like another test, and I guess and I was drinking a lot of water. I don't know. I guess no like bacteria or anything showed up in my like in the urine test. So after that first round of antibiotics, they wouldn't give me a second one, even though I was still in UTI pain. And I just wish that like what I should have done is like advocate more for myself and be like, hey, can we do another test later? Like maybe I don't know, because I'm still feeling what I know is UTI pain. But I didn't. I really just was like, well, maybe Kaiser is right. Like, I wanted to be in denial of it too. So, like, okay, I guess I just must be being like I just must be imagining it or whatever. I don't know. But I think almost because of taking that like round of antibiotics and it not getting rid of the UTI fully has made it so that I get now like incredibly chronic UTIs. Like, I can't have sex without getting a UTI, basically. I want to think I can, but I can't. I ended up getting Sutter at the start of this year, like with the idea that, okay, I'll get Sutter, because Sutter is, from everything I've experienced so far, there's a little hiccup in the beginning, but everything I've experienced so far, and then also everything I know from other people who've had experiences with Sutter and Kaiser, Sutter can be a little more attentive and a little more thorough in handling things. So I'm like, okay, because like I don't want to fucking live with this shit forever. Like, I'll even get one if I just, like, drink too much alcohol and not enough water. There is something wrong, and I know there's something wrong. And I don't know if it's going to take more intense antibiotics than what, like, Kaiser had or were willing to give or, like, what. But I did make, like, a doctor's appointment, so I'm going at the start of November, and just going to start this. It's going to start this whole thing of trying to get rid of this condition I have so that I can live all of my life. Because this like last year, I like didn't really have one, but I like was not really sexually active at all this year. And like that's not how I want to live every single year of my life. But I've been, again, like I said, I kind of like to be in denial of it too. That's why Kaiser was, I didn't fight for myself. Maybe if I had, I would have gotten more, but I was like so ready to just buy into there being nothing wrong as well. Though again, I know what I like feel. I have had Sutter this whole year, and like the whole reason I got Sutter was to try and get this thing taken care of, and I've not been like doing it. I just like not been like, making any appointments or because really I wasn't having I didn't have one. I hadn't had one, but I was also like drinking water and like trying to actively not to have one too. But man, yeah, I'm just gonna see. Yeah, so that's my biggest, one of my like crappiest things. So unfortunately, Dressed to Kill, everything is nearly perfect, but I do have a UTI, and it kicked in during high tea, and it was so fucking bad. But then I got the AZO numbing shit, which is like, oh my god, that is that's my favorite drug. Seriously, whatever that AZO numbing thing is. And then high tea was so lit that I felt better during high tea. Well, it was the most in joy and in pain I felt at the same time. I think I've never had a kid, so that makes sense. All right, I do want to do eyeshadow, but I'm like, because it's Dressed to Kill, and I want to do like, maybe I do like a fancy one. All right, I'm going to look for eyeshadow tutorials. Ooh, what a bad thing to leave all that on. Well, when I come back, I'm going to read from the book. And thank you guys for listening either here or later. It's alive. And I have a surprise I'm going to share in a moment. I'm applying sparkles because they're in season. And it is Dress to Kill Day, which is basically a holiday. So definitely sparkles. Dress to Kill is like one of the most sparkly things in my life. I'm breaking out the real good sparkles, the Urban Decay sparkles, the ones that I did for Savage Henry's too. Although I do totally want to get those like freckle sparkles and then just wear them to work. Just like wear them to work in Comedy Spot after. Hell yeah, though. Oh, that's gonna be some sparkly shit. I love it. All right. I do want to, speaking of sparkly shit, if you do come to Punchline and see Dress to Kill, definitely down for fancy blunts after my I got some amazing weed in Humboldt. Shout out Sam Mallet. Hell yeah, I appreciate that. Super good weed. My parents, I think my dad did, rolled it for me because I can't roll. So I have hella joints, and also I got a special Dress to Kill lighter. And like hella joints. So we can smoke on the balcony because everyone always talks shit about like Punchline Sack being next to a mattress store, but people never talk about how dope that mattress store balcony is. Some mini fine smokes up there, a faux show, alone and with people. I've had some like pre-show good thoughts, just looking over Sacramento. I tell myself, I'm like, one day, Amy, all this will be yours. I'm kidding, it's already mine. If I want to go buy a Jamba Juice, I can go buy a Jamba Juice. And if I have enough free Jamba Juice points, I could get a free Jamba Juice. Plus, I actually don't go to that Jamba Juice too much. I go to the one that's like, because I live like right by a Jamba Juice. But that would be a good one for me to sell my tickets. I'm not selling my tickets, but like, try and get people out of the shows. Again, post on guest list for getting in for free. I could use money more. I could definitely use more money, but I could also respect money more. So that is how and what that is. All right. I'll curl my eyelashes, but I don't want to show that. And I'm also going to do some verbal autobiography. Answer some questions from in here. I had Chat AI. I like write out questions for me, and some of them were better, as in like just I guess questions people might be more interested in hearing answers about. Like a lot more I guess comedy based and not just like my opinion splooge. But opinion splooge is fun. Sometimes those big questions are like, whoa, I gotta think about this. This is verbal autobiography. And that means what it means. I don't know if I'm ever doing it right, if I'm doing this right. I used to always say if I ever have like if I ever write, I would say that if I ever wrote an autobiography, I would title it, Am I Doing This Right? And then it's kind of funny because that is also in my Instagram bio, because I had no idea what I was doing when I was making Instagram, which was like when I was like 29, I think 28 or 29 is when I made my Instagram. So it wasn't that long ago, and I was like, am I doing this right? But coincidentally, I've wanted to post a link to the verbal autobiographies on my Instagram, but I have this whole issue with Instagram in the bios where they say post a link. And what I want is it to just say verbal autobiography. And then you click that and it would take you to the playlist. But what Instagram does is just put a whole ass link. And you know what? I might not know if I'm doing it right, but that's wrong. I don't want the whole ass link. I don't like the whole fucking URL thing. Sometimes I do just like to opinion splooge. Let's see. So we're talking about superstitions. Would you feel uneasy putting your left shoe on before your right? I put whatever shoe on that I pick up first. Like I'll put on, like, yeah. I'm all about sandals because it's been my 30-30 year. Get turned. Oh my gosh. I have like the perfect sandals I could wear tonight, but I think I'm going to have to, I might have to do socks. I do have gray socks too. Because Nyan Cat is a gray cat. I don't believe in unlucky cats. But I like that in Japan it's reversed. Like in Japan, black cats are considered lucky and white cats are considered unlucky. That which is I like. I look forward to the day I'll go to Japan. Actually, my mom went, me and my mom both went on the adventure to Pierced Hearts. Highly recommend Pierced Hearts if you want a tattoo for an amazing price. They started in August. They are from the Bay Area. Again, since the Bay Area shit, we are all talented up and down this West Coast. I'm sure the East Coast is too, but clearly I don't have the money to travel yet. I look forward to the day I'll see the East Coast, but I am vibing this West Coast shit and believe in us. And Pierced Hearts, I mean, I know in them. I know that their prices are good and that they are good senses of humor, fans of comedy. Honestly, like if someone is a fan of comedy, like, and they do, I don't know, tattoo or something, I'm like, oh yeah, hell yeah, like that's my kind of person. I want to go to the sense of humor. Do you avoid walking on cracks on the sidewalk? You know, I don't. And it's funny because my mom had to have so much back and shoulder surgery the last year and years. Speaking of Sutter, that was she was able to get a lot better treatment for her back and shoulder stuff. But my mom cleans all the time. Like, not all the time, but like, my mom cleaning is like me dieting. Like, it's always happening. We're trying to make the best of it. But she cleans it like every day or almost every day. And yeah. I don't diet every day, but I do often slide into it. So that's what's wearing her back down. Just like the dieting is because my body not to have enough stuff to fight off UTIs and become really susceptible to them. But so I'm not gonna say it's me not stepping on cracks, all right? And I was probably watching this. It's not that I'm not. It's too many cracks. Okay, I have to already avoid the human shit on the sidewalk because you cannot live in Sacramento and not step in shit. And I'm just as grossed out by dog shit as human shit. I have wondered if you smoked a homeless guy's turd if you could get high. Would I do it? No. I was like, ew, who would do that? I swear. Do you believe breaking a mirror will mean 7 years bad luck? I can say for a fact it doesn't because I have broken mirrors. And I am a lucky bitch. And whoever has that lighter, I hope you enjoy it. I left my heart and my lighter in Humboldt. Do you believe carrying a rabbit's foot is lucky? Well, it's not lucky for the rabbit. It's definitely not lucky for the rabbit. If I saw a rabbit with a human foot around its neck, I would get the fuck out of wherever I was. That's like Monty Python shit. Some holy grail. Do you believe you can tell the sex of a child by whether or not the mother is carrying high or low? I have no idea what high or low pregnant bellies even look like, and fuck you who do. Unless you're a doctor or have been a pregnant woman. Like, I've never had, my brother and Jordan, my sister-in-law, that will probably be maybe the pregnancy I we'll see but like I'm not gonna like if Jordan doesn't tell me like, oh, I'm carrying high or carrying low, I'm not gonna think about that. Like that's it. I don't have that experience. That's not like a realm. I have opinion splooge, but not on everything. Not every topic crusty with my opinion splooge. Do you believe eating black-eyed peas on New Year's will bring you luck? I thought that was a band. Is that a food? Either a band or like an abused bean. Do you believe it is bad luck for the groom to see the bride before the wedding? Well, no. I'll show you. I'm going to bring you guys back to my fancy skirt. Hell yeah. It's not bad luck. I'm a lucky bitch. We're all going to be fine at Dress to Kill. Sorry, I should have just brought the skirt over here. I hope that didn't give anyone vertigo. All right. More sparkles because they are in season. And this Dress to Kill shit. And Dress to Kill is sparkly shit. I don't ever examine my stool because I don't ever want to know if I have health issues, but I hope I shit sparkles. Like, I put on so many, they gotta get in my mouth. Somehow. That's unicorn shit, but not in the way that gets people excited. That's personal unicorn shit. Literally. Because I do imagine unicorns would have sparkly shit. Because they're not really magic. It's just like a fucking horn on a horse. There's a lot of animals with horns. If it's not gonna shit sparkles, it's not special. It's just a horse with one singular horn. It's a stabby horse. Well, I'm at the end of this. When I come back, they're asking me literally, what are your thoughts on? So just more of my opinion sploosh. Get some topics crusty with it. Some physical education. Ooh, if you've seen my set, you know I do. That's actually a whole bit I have about PE. Art education. College education. That is another bit. Immigration. One of these topics I'm having a really fucking hard time talking about. Physical education, art education, college education, immigration. This book is fucking ridiculous. No. Okay. Hell yeah, though. Stay ridiculous. Stay weird. Come to Dress to Kill. Love you, cunts. I figured it would be worth it. It would be worth it to autobiography. Herbal autobiography. To show. Yeah, Dress to Kill Halloween 2024. I am going to be tripping all night. Please, you cannot chase me in this. If you do, you better hope you don't catch me. That's so pretty. I'll like get good at holding a bushel of rainbows. Cool. Hopefully I'll see everyone tonight. And if not, I hope I see everyone soon. Maybe in costume and before Halloween. Oh, the holidays.